Hi, welcome back to Burning River Bushcraft. Today we're going to be doing a taste review on the Trailtopia Cajun Smack Chicken and Rice. If this is the kind of thing you like, click subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified of my latest videos. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Burning River Bushcraft. I have a blog as well at burningriverbushcraft.com. If you'd like to take some of my more in-depth classes, I also teach online classes at outdoorcore.com. So my freeze-dried or dehydrated backpack meal game is pretty weak. I am not that fond of these. I have a couple trips coming up and I'm going to be eating these dehydrated backpack meals exclusively. And I'm not a big fan of anything I've had in the past, so I thought I would take a chance and try some of the newer brands that I've never tried and some of the flavors I've never tried, and I would shoot some videos just to share that knowledge with you. So this is a single serving, but it's kind of important to see the nutritional effects as well. This is only 315 calories. That is not that much to have for a dinner. I think some of these smaller meals, they're intending you to have a side dish and a dessert. They have lunches and breakfast that I usually skip. So this is a different system, and if this works for me and tastes good, I may adopt the whole thing. So I may be carrying multiple pouches of these for each meal. But 315 calories, one serving. It does have 4 grams of fat, 19 grams of cholesterol. The sodium is 660 milligrams with 44 grams of carbs. So the protein is 21 grams, the sugar is 5 grams, and the fiber is 7 grams. But none of that means nothing if this thing tastes like I'm licking the bottom of my shoe. So let's cut right to the chase. Now, to be fair to these companies, I'm going to follow the directions exactly. Most of the time, in the woods, looking at it with a headlamp, I just kind of add it till it looks right, set it till I get hungry, and then start to eat it, and most of the time it hasn't properly hydrated. Actually, I have another video I shot at the same time on the Kelly Kettle. So this is the large base camp model. I go over the whole Kelly Kettle system, and I boiled water in it. This is a lot of water. I don't remember exactly how many ounces that is. You can check the video to see all the exact details. But it boiled this whole thing in 4 minutes. So this is a lot quicker than fixing, just ingredients. So essentially you're boiling water, adding to the pouch. But I am going to be adding this boiling water to the ingredients in an exact ratio. And I will be following the directions exactly to let everything rehydrate like it should. And this one gets 1 cup of boiling water. I'll let it sit for 10 minutes. So the Kelly Kettle boiled a little bit ago, and I put a stopper in it to keep that heat in. And my Kelly Kettle cup has got gradients inside the cup, so I can see exactly what an 8-ounce cup is. And when I look inside here, I see food. I don't see mush. I see something that actually looks like food, so this is kind of good. Now I'm going to expand this bottom so it'll stand up on its own. All right, so here's my 8 ounces. And I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up. I'm gonna seal the bag back. And we'll give it its 10 minutes. All right, so the 10 minutes are up, and I've got really high hopes for this, actually. I'm slightly concerned more that it's only 300 calories. I mean, I'm sure 300 calories technically is, well, it seems a little light for a dinner anyway, but especially if you're out, doing outdoor activities all day. So the consistency of it looks like everything's rehydrated properly. It's definitely rice heavy. White chicken. And let's see here. Well, it kind of tastes like a backpack meal, to be honest. And it's still kind of swimming in here, so that's not real impressive to me. And this is exactly like any other rehydrated meal. It feels good, tastes okay, and then you hit like a hard chunk of rice or something that didn't rehydrate properly. Now the water wasn't dead boiling. I had boiled it, put the stopper in it, put it back on a low heat, and then went ahead and shot the intro to the video. Maybe if it was boiling water, the 10 minutes would be sufficient. The temperature's not super hot either. If this was my meal for the day, I probably would not be disappointed with the flavor. I would say this is typical crunch, typical partially rehydrated food. Well, I would really say that's almost a snack. I guess in a way that's telling me that the meal wasn't necessarily bad tasting. I can feel that, the Cajun heat a little bit now. So if this was a bad meal, I probably would be thankful that I didn't have, you know, a bag twice this size to eat. If this was my only meal, I would definitely want more. So I'm gonna say, for me, for my size, with my activity level and my appetite, this meal, definitely don't trust the single serving. I would pack a double serving for certain. So the Trailtopia Cajun smack chicken and rice, the flavor of it was not bad at all. It had good white meat chicken in it. You could identify the pieces and the parts. I could see I had broccoli. I could see the chicken. The rice was not quite soft enough. So because this is the first of several reviews, I'm going to go ahead and set a baseline standard for this. Rather than go 1 to 10 or whatever, I'm just going to give it thumbs up, kind of so-so, and thumbs down. If I would eat this in lieu of regular food in the house, you know, then I might give it a double thumbs up. And if I'm openly vomiting because it's so awful, maybe I'll give it a double thumbs down. But for most everything, it'll be thumbs up, middle, and thumbs down. And this, to be honest, is kind of a thumbs up. I'm not, it's not bad at all. It's a completely edible meal. It tasted pretty good. My only issue was the fact that it wasn't quite rehydrated properly. And again, I believe the directions are going to just have to be viewed as a variable. So that's just a suggestion. And from this point on, I'm going to let it soak a little bit longer if that's what I think is required. So it did not rehydrate exactly what it should. It smelled good. You could ID all the ingredients that were in it. You could see what was in it. The amount on a single serving is, you know, I could eat again. I could eat another one of these right now. So I would be cautious of grabbing a single serving and calling it good. So I would put this on my list. I would say give me a double serving of this, and I wouldn't necessarily fish it out of my bag to eat it first because I thought it was the best. But I would give this a thumbs up. This is a pretty solid backpacking meal. All right, so next time, this has been Jamie Boggs with Burning River Bushcraft. See you soon.